Hello, everybody. Paul here. Just wanted to check in. I don't know how many of you are feeling the energy, but there's a lot of crazy energy out there right now. I've been shopping just to get my normal groceries and seeing lots of stuff that shows people are worried and not sure about what's going on and other things. And we're seeing the world where countries are shutting themselves down and telling people to stay in their house and all these kind of things, which is just creating more and more fear. We've got celebrities that are being said that they have these things, and leaders of countries and other things that are all doing this, and everybody can feel this like anxious energy and frustration and fear, and they're not sure why. And it's making them do crazy stuff, and their mind is blowing it up. They're talking with their friends, they're gossiping, they're doing whatever, and making it into something really massive in their heads. What I'm here to tell you is we got to start thinking with our hearts and starting to go inward a little bit and stop listening to the craziness that's going around. It happens to me just as much as it happens to you. I'll hear something in the news, or I'll hear somebody talking, or I'll step into the energy, and a part of me just wants to kind of go into this, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like a toilet boil sensation. It's like you're getting in the spin and it's starting to go round and round and round, and you know it's going nowhere fast. And basically I have to make an active choice every time that energy comes, just to blank out my mind and start to stop processing the energy that the world is trying to do. And basically, by people constantly getting into it, thinking about it, and creating it, we're actually manifesting. We're manifesting more of this to happen. And the only people that can help slow this down and make a change and make a better outcome are the people that are conscious, the people that are aware of their thoughts and aware of the energies and aware of what's going on to some extent, and knowing it's going to take us nowhere good, and just starting to choose a better thought. And if you can't choose a better thought, I just sit inside my mind and I just kind of destroy or transmute the energy that's coming in, and it's making me frantic or scaring me, and it makes a huge difference. And then I just kind of sit in kind of comfort and happiness, and just not even thinking anymore, just kind of sitting there like a meditative state, breathing, maybe choosing something better, turning on something on TV, like a movie or something that can get me out of my head for a little bit, and just starting to transform these things. What I want people to start to understand in their head, and what I'm doing in my head, is starting to consciously ask, where's the fear coming from? Why is this thing? Why do I have to go buy groceries? Why do I have to get ready and be in my house? Or why do I have to tell somebody else about the worst case scenario, or those kind of things? None of those things actually help us personally. It just kind of creates a kind of shared fear, and then that shared fear keeps building, and a bunch more people spread it. And if we can choose to be the point where it actually stops, some magic starts to happen. If we start loving ourselves and loving the world and choosing a better outcome, and not saying that this is going to happen, and not believing that there's a possibility, even if you don't completely believe it yet, just kind of in your mind, just say, no, I choose better. I choose better. This isn't going to happen. I can honestly and completely tell you, every fiber of my being and my soul is telling me that this is going to come out in the greatest possible outcome. It's going to show the world how we're being controlled, and how easily we're manipulated, and how we've been trained in our mind and in our beliefs to just basically believe anything that's stated. If it's in the media, it must be true, and the government's protecting us and everybody's watching out for us. It's not all true. We're being seen as sheep, and those sheep are being herded in different ways to make money for people or do crazy things. And eventually this is all going to come out, and everything will be better. But there's going to be a time where it's going to get a little scary. Things are going to, get a little bit off the rails for some people. We have the choice to get into that and ride it to the bottom, or we have the choice to do something else. And I'm just saying, don't choose that. People aren't sure why this is going on. I don't even know why it's going on. It's some crazy control thing. It's to show that people are controlled and all this kind of stuff. The key is to understand why you're panicked, why you're afraid, all that kind of stuff, is just to go into the sensation when it shows up. When it shows up and you feel that, say, why do I feel afraid? What did I just read? What's going on? You're going to find out that it's actually nothing to do with what you just heard. You're now going back to something else in your past and part of your life, or something that's programmed you that's telling you you're going to die. And that telling you is going to die is what's panicking you. And you're not actually worried about, well, this situation is tuning you into that energy again. But a lot of times we just have to go back and look at, okay, what was that situation? Did we actually die? No, we didn't. A lot of times this programmed response is just pushing us to this edge so that we're scared, and it's not going to kill us. It's not going to do those things. Do you want that? Really, in this world, we have a choice, and we're energetically manifesting in all the cases. And I'm going to guess that most people don't want to die. They don't want to have all these bad things happen. And really, it's just a choice. Just rise above it. The divine, the universe, everything that's helping you is going to help create whatever you are creating in your head. And no matter what the media, no matter what everybody else says, you still have the choice. They're just pushing you to that point. They're proving it, and they're scaring the hell out of people for no reason. So go back to love. Go back to loving yourself. A loving outcome is that I'm going to get sick and something's going to happen. No, that's not a loving outcome for you. A loving outcome for you is to choose better. Say, I see this happening around me. I don't know why it's happening, but something good's going to come out of it. Once we start choosing that, which is all it is, it's a catalyst for change, and it's happening right now. And a lot of people are going to wake up, and it's taking us right to the edge of our fear and all this kind of stuff, but for a very good result at the end. So I'm just saying you have a choice when this happens, and it's positive. The choice is, I want better. I don't know what's going on with this. It's scary. I trust that there's a divine purpose to all this, and then magic's going to happen. So I firmly believe this in my world. I firmly feel it in every cell of my body. Everything I channeled, everything I know is telling me that this is it. It's the change everybody's been waiting for, and something magic is going to happen at the end. So if you're feeling scared, reach out for help, talk to people, come talk to me, phone me, message me, whatever you need if you want to go there. But if you don't believe me and you want to go do all that other kind of stuff, you're welcome to. Something good's going to come out of it in the end if you stay positive. But if you don't stay positive, I can't say what's going to happen. The divine says we're all going to be better, and this is leading to a good place, but it could be really rocky down that slope, or it could be very positive. And I'm saying choose positive. Choose to love yourself. Take some deep breaths. Ground yourself when you're starting to feel afraid. Breathe. You're not dying in that moment. The fact that you're feeling that you're dying in that moment is the only thing that's making you not able to breathe and feeling excited. Take a breath. Calm down. Get out of your head for a second. Watch a movie. Do your favorite music. Anything that gets you out of your head, and it'll pass. And keep letting it pass and transmuting it to good and allowing it to be good, and then magic's going to happen. So it may be hard to understand, but this is what's needed. And this is what I'm called to tell people. I'm happy to talk to anyone. I'm happy to share everything that I know. I don't know why or how it's all going to work out, but I know it's going to be good, and it's going to be positive for us all. And I welcome you to tune in. I'm going to try and do one of these a day, and I'm happy to talk to anybody that's having trouble. So hang in there. You're doing awesome. It's all divinely guided. You're doing everything perfect. Trust that this is all going to turn out well, and it will. I love you all, and I hope this has helped, and thank you for listening. Have a good night.